Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me ask you a question. Are you tired of activating OData services one by one for each Fiori app? What if I told you there's a powerful way of activating them all in just a few clicks? Yes, in today's tutorial, we are unlocking one of the most time saving hacks in SAP, that is, mass activation of OData services using the T-Code STC01. Whether you are a functional consultant, ABAP developer, or just starting your SAP journey with SAP Fiori, this video will simplify your work and boost productivity instantly. Stick around till the end. I will show you how to avoid common mistakes, give you shortcut tips, and we will wrap up with a notepad style summary for a quick revision. So grab a coffee, hit the like, subscribe, and let's activate success one task list at a time. For mass activation of auditor services in Fiori, there are certain steps that we need to follow. But prior to that, I would like to tell you why is this mass activation required. So there are scenarios where we have a bunch of auditor services where what that we need to activate at once. So there are two options. I will show you both the options. So in this current video, I will be showing you, suppose you have a bunch of auditor services considering 50 or maybe 100 of auditor services you are having, and your team lead asked you to activate those services within 5 to 10 minutes. So there are two ways basically to activate the services. One is via mass activation, which is very fast, and another is one by one we have to activate the service from maintain service on the gateway. So in this current tutorial, I will be showing you the mass activation, which is very much required and very quick. So step by step, first in step 1, we would be logging to SAP GUI of the if it is a central hub system, suppose your front end and back end servers are separated. So in the front you have to log in to your front end server, FES server, and open the T code STC01. The moment you enter that T code, it would ask for a task list. Enter a task list. There, for activation of OData service, you have to enter SAP Gateway Activate OData SERV. So you have to enter this, and you have to click on execute. Once you click on execute, there would be another screen that would come up to enter to edit the variants, where you have to fill in certain information like the package. So obviously you know that in SAP we are having customer namespace starting with Y or Z, and that is the namespace that we would be following for this one. For prefix will be Y and Z, and for the package, suppose if you are having any kind of a package that you wanted to say, suppose Z underscore Fiori or Z Fiori, for capturing all those activated OData services, then you can give a package name. Otherwise you can save it in your local package, that is &temp. And thereafter you have to, there's a transport assignment, that is a transport request assignment will be there, because whatever service that you will be getting activated, all those information will get captured into a TR or a transport request. Otherwise you will not be able to move it from dev to quality or from 100 client to 200 client subsequently. And then we have to save the variant. Once this is done, you have to define the services, like what all auditor services you wanted to execute, or what all auditor services you wanted to activate basically. So you have to list all the 100 auditor services. It is better, like maintain a Excel sheet, and you jot down all the auditor names that you wanted to execute. So just copy all those auditor services and paste it over here. I'll show you in a couple of minutes. Once you are fill in the auditor services, thereafter you have to choose a system alias. So in a system alias, what is it? It is actually a connectivity or a bridge between the front end and the back end. Suppose you are using a embedded system where your front end component and back end component are in the same server. In that case, you can use a co-deployed system as a system alias. So in that case, you do not require need to give any kind of a system alias. But suppose if you are having a central hub system, your front end component and the back end component are separated, that is known as a central hub system. So in that case, you have to give a system alias. With the system alias, there is a configuration that is done by our basis team. There is a RFC connectivity. RFC connection is established from the front end to the back end for the connectivity purposes. So you have to provide the system alias name. Once you have provided that, you have to save it, and thereafter in step 5, the last step, basically you have to confirm and activate. And thereafter it would in a prompt it would show you it will review the list, and you have to confirm and activate all the services in one go. So you have to just click on activate, and with all the relevant details like your system alias, your OData services name, your package name, and what and yeah, and it is prefixed with z. So all those things with these 4 parameters, it would activate the OData services one at a time. Otherwise it is otherwise, if you don't follow this step of mass activation, there is another way which I would show you in my next video. Basically, there the OData services activated one by one. That does takes time, but if you are having one two OData that you wanted to activate, you can activate one at a time by going to /n/iwfnd main underscore services. Otherwise, if you are having bulk of OData services that you wanted to activate, so you can follow this step. So this is my embedded system. My front end and back end component are both installed in the same server. So from the command prompt, I would enter the T-Code STC01, press enter, provide a task list as I have mentioned on the notepad, SAP underscore gateway underscore activate underscore OData underscore ACRV. Now you have to click on execute option. Once it is executed, you can try clicking on all the checkbox, because after you clicking on the checkbox, this parameter option will get enabled. If you are unchecking this checkbox, then this parameter option will not be enabled and you would not be able to enter the values. So to begin with, let's click on change parameter, and prefix is Z, and here it is asking to give you a package name. So we have a package Z Fiori. We wanted to have our changes saved in this tr. So view attributes, is there anything? Okay, fine. No, let's go back and just save it. Z Fiori and prefix is Z. Click on save option, go back. Now here we have to provide the OData service, the standard OData services. So there are, I have jotted down a couple of OData services which I am going to activate, and now /NSTC01. Let me go to that screen quickly, and okay, where I have to click all the checkboxes, and there I wanted to give a package name as Z Fiori, and okay, create transportation. These are the transport requests which will get created. Click on save, click on save, go back. Now click on enter parameter, enter all the OData service name which you wanted to activate, so at once. So I have entered all the OData service over here, and click, wait, let me delete the space and click OK. Once you continue, I think there is some, yeah, since it is an embedded system, I will be choosing co-deployed only. Click on save, and the last one is we have to, this is the review portion where I have to ensure that all the OData services are correctly maintained, and these are the OData services that are going to activate. Click on save after that, and go back and click on execute. Once you click on execute, there's in the status bar you can see it is progressing task 4 of 5. So task run successfully, And so let me show you the services. So in order to check whether the services are added basically to the gateway system or not, we can enter the T code /n/iwfnd/main_service. Go to this T code and select the first column, select the filter and enter the service. So suppose this is my service. So I have prefixed with a Z. So I made this service name Z FDPWR cust underscore SMT underscore SRV. So just put this service which we have activated right now. Not activated, we have just added the service. Okay. So as you can see, the service is added. Now let us consider another service, this one, the second one. Z this, copy this, and again click on filter, paste it, and this. Again, let us go for the last one. Suppose I'll show you a very important thing. Enter the service name, sorry, followed by Z and this, sorry, I think it is this one. Okay, we have to prefix it with Z, copy, click on filter, paste it, yes. So as you can see, the services are added, processing mode is co-deployed, but the thing is key ICF node is blank, there is no ICF node. Okay, so there is one option, you can activate the ICF node from here. Okay, but again, if you are activating this ICF node over here by clicking on this activate button, it would ask for the package, and if you click on here, it would ask for a tier and it will get saved, then your ICF node will get activated. But see, this pop-up will come if you click on continue, and if you continue, then the ICF status over here would be green in color, but I will not activate this ICF node over here. Okay, so as of now in this video I showed you how to activate OData, how to add the OData services in the gateway. So all the OData services are added over here. Now in order to activate the ICF node, there is another task list that we have to specify in STC01. Via that we can activate bulk OData service from there. So please stay tuned for the next video, that is a part 2, where I would be showing how to activate the ICF node of the OData service plus the BSP service as well. From there I would be activating the BSP as well. BSP is nothing, the UI5 application. The UI5 application, when they are deployed into the server, they are under BSP application. They are called as BSP application when they are deployed. So we would be activating both the BSP application as well the OData services ICF node in bulk. And last but not the least, just wanted to add a small comment. As you can see, in none of the OData services which I have added over here in the gateway, in activate and maintenance services screen, there is no system alias present. As you can see, the system alias is missing. This is because, as I have already mentioned you, that this is an embedded system, also co-deployed only. As you can see, co-deployed only, it is mentioned over here clearly. So if it is a co-deployed, then there is no need of any kind of system alias, because since front end and back end are in the same system, they can easily connect with each other for data processing and data connectivity. But if it is a central hub system, then we definitely have definitely require a system alias, and provided that base system is providing with your system alias, you have to add the system alias from here, like add system alias and the following this. As you can see, if I am trying to add the system alias, it is asking me you have to change the processing mode to routing based. So here currently the processing mode is co-deployed only, so it is asking me to change it to routing based, the first one, but I'll not be doing routing based because it is an embedded one. Yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Stay tuned for the next video, that where we would be activating the ICF node of the OData service as well as the BSP services. Thank you.